Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Gossip Closets, where we get to gossip all about perfumes and everything in between. So let's jump right into it. Alright you guys, so in today's video, first and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year's, Happy 2026. This is literally officially the first video of 2026 here on my channel. And as you can see, we have a brand new setup. Hopefully you guys like it as much as I do. Well, actually, I'm not sure if this is going to be the final frame. I'm looking at the monitor, but I don't know if I like it. I feel like I do, and then I don't. I don't know, I feel a little bit weird. I did downsize. I did move from house to another house. So it is a little bit smaller, and I'm still trying to get used to it. It is a little bit weird, but I'm liking how this is coming out. This room is like 95% done. I'm still trying to do the finishing touches. But yeah, we're gonna do a room tour soon. Hopefully you guys love it as much as I do. And I cannot wait to continue to turn this into my little happy place. Even though it's a little bit smaller than the other room, I still very much love being in here. And it was so crazy moving everything, all 500 bottles. It was so intense. I'm so happy that nothing broke. But yeah, Happy New Year's, and I hope you guys are enjoying this new setup for now. All right, so now let's jump right into the review. We have here a brand new perfume. I got this perfume about a week ago, and I've been testing it out since then, and we are talking about Mugler. So we have here Alien Pulp. You guys, we've been talking about this perfume for quite some time since it was announced, and a lot of you guys were so excited to see what this smelled like. I was a little bit intimidated with the Alien line because I am not the biggest fan of the Alien line. I do love the bottles, but I don't love the scent. So I was very intrigued to see what this one was going to smell like because it seemed to be a little bit different than the previous or the past ones. So I knew that I had to get this. So I ended up getting the 30 ml, which is the 1.0 fluid ounce. So it is the smaller bottle. This one does retail for $95 US. I did get this from the Ulta website, but we have it here, Alien Pulp, and this is an eau de parfum. And let's talk all about it, you guys, because I definitely have some thoughts and opinions. So let me open it up so we can get to the scents. Alright, so this is what the bottle looks like. Okay, so first and foremost, it is a really cute bottle. I am obsessed with the bottle. I'm obsessed with the color of the bottle. I think this is a beautiful bottle. I would have loved to get the bigger bottle because I'm sure this looks a lot better in a full-size bottle. But even though it is a small bottle, it still looks really cute, and I like the packaging. Everything about this is so aesthetically pleasing to look at, and I am obsessed. I am obsessed with the color, and I'm obsessed with the bottle as well. So packaging and bottle definitely get an A+. Alright, so now let's talk about the scent. This is described as a musky, floral, sweet, fruity perfume. This one has top notes of raspberry and lemon peel. The middle notes are jasmine, sweet orange, and green mandarin. And the base notes are musk, vanilla, and cashmere. Listen, I think this year, 2026, is going to be the year for raspberry. Personally, I don't care for raspberry perfumes. It's so hard to like a raspberry perfume that is not too intense or too dark. For me, a raspberry perfume needs to be fruity and very sweet, like sugary sweets, because raspberry can be a little bit tricky. I've tried so many raspberries. To me, raspberry smells like blackberry. So for the future perfumes, the upcoming perfumes with raspberry notes, hopefully they're good because there's definitely a lot of good ones coming out soon. But like I said, I have been testing this perfume out for about a week or so, and I have to say, you guys, I'll be honest, I kind of like this perfume. It's not a bad scent. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but I don't hate it. I think this is the first Alien perfume that I don't hate, besides the Goddess ones or the gold ones. The ones that come in a gold bottle, the vanilla perfume ones, which is weird that I never got. But when we're talking about the Alien purple bottles, I don't like any of those perfumes. I just never got into the DNA of the Alien line. So this is definitely something different, something that I am enjoying a little bit better. I feel like the scent is growing on me a little bit more. But yes, you guys, this is definitely a raspberry perfume. But honestly, I feel like this is your typical raspberry perfume that I've smelled and a lot of other raspberry perfumes. I don't know why, but this scent reminds me of another perfume that I don't quite remember which one it is. But this is a really nice fruity raspberry perfume, but it is a little bit dark. It is a little bit woodsy. I can smell something woodsy, which is weird that it doesn't have notes of wood. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be the green mandarin or the cashmere, because it does smell a little bit green and earthy. It is kind of like that. It is a little bit sour, like a sour raspberry, a sour lemon. It is a little bit bitter like that. Very heavy on the raspberry, very fruity like that. A tiny bit sweet. This is more of a sweet, fruity, woodsy, with that lipsticky vibe to it. So there's definitely a lot going on in this perfume, but it is a really nice raspberry, fruity, sweet perfume. Overall, I do like it. Do I think this is a safe blind buy? Yes, if you like raspberry perfumes, because this is very heavy on the raspberry perfume. My mom thought it was an okay scent. She wasn't crazy over it. Just like me, I'm not crazy over it. I do think it's a nice and okay scent, which is why I'm glad that I got the 1.0 fluid ounce. I don't think for me this is a full size worthy of a bottle. I think this one is just enough for me, because I don't think I'm going to constantly reach for this perfume, because raspberry is not typically the type of perfumes that I go for, but it is a really nice perfume. Like, I would have to layer this with something else for me to enjoy a little bit better, but it is a nice fruity perfume. Like I said, it reminds me of something green and earthy. It is a little bit bitter. It is a little bit sour. That's definitely the lemon peels. That's definitely the green mandarin. A tiny bit fresh from that jasmine note, the floral note, but it's more of a fruity, sweet, woodsy type of perfume. And again, somehow in the back, I can smell lipstick, like a lipsticky note, but it's very soft, it's very subtle. It's not a lipstick perfume, but I do smell something lipsticky, something woodsy, something powdery as well. But it's overall, it's a fruity raspberry sour perfume. So if you're into those type of perfumes, give this one a try, because I think you'll like it. Also, one thing that I do like about this perfume is that it doesn't remind me of the other Alien perfumes, the one that come in a purple bottle. It doesn't have any DNA from those, or any type of like being close to those DNAs from those perfumes, like the Hypersense one, the regular Alien one. Those have that unique DNA that I don't personally like. I like that this perfume does not remind me of that, or doesn't have similarity to those perfumes. This one stands out on its own, because it's a very, very strong, heavy raspberry type of perfume, and I like that. I like that it stands out on its own. Also, the longevity on this perfume is very, very good. I got about 6 hours when I sprayed it on me. I didn't go in heavy. I think I did maybe 4 sprays or so. It does linger beautifully. It does last long on your skin, on your clothing. That to me is really, really good with 4 or 5 sprays. But yeah, for sure, a really nice raspberry fruity perfume with a hint of something woodsy, a hint of something lipsticky, something powdery. It does dry down to something musky and something sweeter, but it's not overly sweet. So if you're into those type of perfumes, I say give this one a chance. So yeah, you guys, we have here the newest release from Mugler, and we have here Alien Pulp, a really nice raspberry perfume for sure. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. That is pretty much it for today's review and rundown. But like always, I would like to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. Are you a fan of the Alien line? Are you a fan of raspberry perfumes, or do you want to try this perfume? Like always, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Also, if you're new here and you're obsessed with perfumes as much as I am, as much as we are, then stick around. Click that subscribe button, click that notification bell to get notified for every single time I upload, and so you can be part of the team. And like always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to be gossip on the next one. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye guys. By the way, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on the new setup. I would love to hear your feedback. But alright, you guys, bye.